can we say that the focus is on the people's civic issues? Is that what is there at the heart of this ULB elections?
Well, yes, Ronak, when we talk about ULB, it is all about developing the respective municipalities and the town councils in the state. And definitely all the campaignings that we have witnessed from the intending candidates, majorly everybody is talking about development of their own particular wards, and also the municipality and the town councils. And definitely the focus is on the civic issue of the common people, which have been neglected for the last 20 years, as the state was not able to conduct any urban local body election. If we remember, in 2017, the state government had tried to conduct the ULB polls, but there was a fiasco because of the 33% women reservation, which was objected by many civil society organizations and tribal bodies. And after long due and after a lot of consultation with the stakeholders, finally the ULB polls is going to happen in the state, which is slated for the 26th of this month, June. And definitely all the intending candidates and also the people who are going to cast their vote on the 26th are all focused on the civic issues of the common people. Ronald.
Right. And Sarah, at this point, we must once again address the elephant in the room. The eastern region of the state is once again being deprived of the polls. So do you think that this will have an adverse impact on the conduct of this election?
Well, Ronak, I wouldn't say the Eastern Nagaland are being deprived of the participating in the urban local bodies election, because this was the resolution, this was the stand, and this is what the ENPO have said are standing for, that they will not participate. The state government had never stopped the Eastern Nagaland to come forward and participate in the urban local bodies election, which is very historic, as it is happening after 20 years. It was the decision of the ENPO that they will abstain. And yes, definitely there were candidates from the eastern area who had filed their nominations on the last day. However, due to the pressure from their respective tribal bodies and also the ENPO, they had to withdraw their candidature, as they were also aware of the consequences which they may have to face if they had gone ahead participating in the ULB polls. But there is one point here, Ronak, that I would like to make, is that if the eastern people wishes to have the ULB polls in their region after the 26th, then there is a possibility, with the consultation of the state government, that the polls in the eastern region can be held after within 6 months. So like I said, I wouldn't say that they are being deprived, but it was their decision to not participate in the ULB, Ronald.
Right. And Sarah, what does the ULB polls actually mean to the people? It is historic. It is happening after over 20 years, 33% reservation for women. So, do the people have big expectations from these polls?
Well, yes, definitely. The people have big expectations from this urban local body election, and definitely this is one election that the citizens of Nagaland have been looking forward for the last 20 years, as the benefits that comes from this, the state has been have not been benefiting. And when we look at on the development sector of the particular wards or the municipality or the town council, it has been very much been neglected. And with the conduct of the ULB this time around after 20 years, there is full hope that the respective municipalities and the town councils will be developed, and the people will be benefited from this urban local body election.
Right. And Sarah, lastly, very quickly, what is your assessment of this election? How far do you think this is going to be significant as far as addressing the issues of the people right down to the grassroots level is concerned, addressing the civic issues of the people of the state?
Well, when we talk about particularly for Kohima district, the state capital, some of the primary issues that people here face are the water scarcity. That is one major issue for the citizens of Kohima people. And if we talk about overall the entire state, then yes, drainage is one of the main issue that people have been talking about, that they want a proper drainage system in their respective colonies, in their respective wards. The other is the traffic congestion, particularly in Kohima and Dimapur. So there are expectations that the elected representative, in consultation with the concerned stakeholders, will look into this matter, and there will be and there will be ease of traffic in particularly in Kohima and Dimapur. Like I said, water scarcity is one issue. Development, upliftment of the beautification of their respective wards is also one area where people are looking into it. And also, yes, one major issue that the citizens want the elected representatives to address is the sanitation issue. So these are some of the focus where the candidates are also talking about in their campaigns. And also many of the candidates have also spoken that the youth and the women, upliftment of the youth and the women is very important, as they are the ones who will really help in making where the women will be a part of the policy decision making. So the upliftment of the women empowerment and also the youths will be one area where they will be focusing.
All right, Sarah Konyak, thank you very much for joining us and sharing all those details on this historic ULB elections. So there you have it, viewers. The stage is all set in Nagaland for the historic urban local body polls. And of course, with over 2.76 lakh people slated to exercise their franchise to decide the fate of 523 candidates in 3 municipal councils and 36 town councils in the state. It is definitely historic, not least for the fact that it is taking place after 20 years. And also there is 33% reservation for women, which is also another first for the state of Nagaland. Also very important to mention here, viewers, as many as 64 candidates have already been elected unopposed. And while all the logistical arrangements are already in place for the polls, which is slated to be held on the 26th of June, the big question that we're asking is that how upbeat are the people over the ULB polls? So, well, that is a matter that remains to be seen. But if the words of our correspondent Sarah Konyak are anything to go by, people are indeed very enthusiastic about this polls and are also hoping that it will address a lot of the civic issues that the people of the state are facing.